Guys, hi. Just another video here, day 3 of Verses, which is Age of Science. Now, obviously, I don't have to go on the webpage for the menu of what we need to do, because we're now in a new Verses week. I can show you directly. So obviously, if we go into Age of Science here, and you can see on screen that the actions that we need to take to obtain some Verses points. Now, obviously, again, there's not too much on this tree. And you can obviously just stop and have a look, but obviously you've got access to this in game, so it's not too important. But some key things here are Valor badges, the radar, and your drone component chests. Now we'll just go in game here, and obviously the main thing that you need to be working on through this day is your research. Now, some of you may be close to having research completed, as I've got one here that's done in 3 hours and another one that's done in 18, which is nice, easy points for when you wake up on the morning of day 3, which is great. Now, obviously, you're going to complete those in the morning, and then you're going to need to go in and have a look to see what you're going to be doing next. Now, as I mentioned just a moment ago, we've got the Valor badges, which are essential for Wednesdays, and you should typically only use them on a Wednesday because you're going to get Versus points. Using them not midweek, but on any other day apart from Wednesday is not particularly a good idea because they're hard to come by, Valor badges, and if you run out, you're not going to have much to play with on a Wednesday. Obviously, all our researchers are at different levels, but if we just have a look at the Alliance Duel, if you haven't got this completed, you definitely need to get this whole section completed because let's just say we go here. Look, this is going to increase all points earned, and if we get this maxed out, you're just basically getting additional points for not doing anything extra in game apart from upgrading this research tree. So definitely max this out because it's going to make Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday much easier to hit your chests your reward chests each day. Obviously, once that's maxed, depending on your HQ level and your research levels, you're going to have some different areas that you can look at. One being the Special Forces, which is really good, which you also need for your level 10 troops, which you need this last section here fully completed. You've got your intercity truck, which is, again, a fantastic option for research because it's going to increase the number of trucks that you can deploy, the speed of those trucks, how quickly they complete. You can increase your defense and your attack against opponents trying to steal your goods. And obviously you've got the sleigh ride here, which just provides some brilliant resources, and you get shards guaranteed every time you get one. Just quickly going back, we've got Siege to Siege, which I believe uses Valor points. Yes, it does. Again, this is definitely, this is probably not one you're going to be wanting to work on now, and some of you might not even have this unlocked yet. And then we've got defense fortifications as well, which is probably a bit too early for most of you to even consider. Now, obviously, you guys are going to put on a research, and let's say it's 2 days, okay? Obviously, before you apply that research, you are going to go to grab Secretary of Science buff because it's going to give you a 50% increase in the research speed. So that's, if you're not going to get this, there's really not much point in trying to get points on a Wednesday because it's just going to slow you down massively. Now, on top of that, you need to be asking in the Alliance chat for cooperative research because somebody can share this with you before you get the buff, and that's going to give you an additional research speed reduction. So definitely need to time those correctly and pump in some research. Now, obviously, you need to be mindful that once you've started your research, you're going to have a huge stack of time that's going to take to complete that. What I recommend is waiting until you've received all of the Alliance help. You see here I've got 26 out of 26, and once that has maxed out, you can then use your speed ups. And again, using the research speed ups is not only going to get your research completed, but it's also going to earn you points, because you get points for each research speed up that you use. So definitely save your research speed ups for Wednesday. And as I said, once you've got that Alliance help completed for each of the 2 researchers, or 1, depending on how many tech centres you've got, it's definitely worth using the speed ups, because then you can complete the research, get points, and then you can throw in another special forces, for example, and use some Valor badges, which is obviously going to throw up your points even higher. Now that's obviously just a basic entry to the research process there. There's some more other things that you need to consider, but I think we just want to try and get into the habit of using the Valor badges on a Wednesday, your speed ups, the Alliance help, etc., and then just getting a new one on the go. The next thing we need to think of are the component chests, which help you upgrade your drone in this section here. Now, if we just go to my inventory, we've got a few here. We've got the level 3s, level 2s, level 1s. You can open these any time on the Wednesday, and then once you've opened them, it's probably obviously going to show on screen what you've got in there, but don't worry too much about that. You want to go straight in here, go to your component, and then go into each one of these, and where possible, where it says go obtain, it will say merge, and then you want to merge those, because it's going to upgrade the component parts, which actually, when you level these, provide you with massive power boosts for your drone. So definitely unlock those chests on a Wednesday morning, come in and merge everything, and upgrade your drone if it's possible. Sometimes, right now I'm trying to get this side to level 8. It's taking ages. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a little bit closer. So that's that. And then let me just have a quick look to remind myself if there's anything else I need to be thinking about. No, that's pretty much it. Obviously, sometimes this day can be quite difficult if you've got some long researches which take 5 or 6 days, because if you're short on speed ups, you haven't really got anywhere to go. But you can definitely you can still use your standard speed ups, but obviously sometimes you might want to be saving those for something different, and you're not going to get any bonus points for using those. But if you're a couple hours away, or maybe a day away, definitely you can use some of those. I hope that helps. I've had to put this one together in a bit of a rush because I had a busy day at work, but hopefully that helps.